Now, you guys know yesterday that I was breaking down how embarrassing the Democrats are, but the Democrats are blaming each other after the disruptions that happened during Trump's speech over to Congress. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. This is what they got to say.
Oh, there we go. Let's listen in.
To answering present. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The House will come to order. The House will come to order. Shh. Will Representative Green present himself to the well? By its adoption of House Resolution 189, the House has resolved that Representative Al Green be censured, that Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and that Representative Al Green be censured with public reading of this resolution by the Speaker. The House will come to order. The House will come to order. What's it?
You want to let him keep doing this, or it's only fair?
The House will come to order. Clear the well, please. Clear the well. The House has to continue its business.
Do y'all know how embarrassing this is? Do you know how embarrassing it is that Maxine Waters and Al Green is out there with their big heads singing, "We shall overcome"? Do you know how stupid you have to be? And this is why we need term limits within our Congress. This is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. I just can't. I can't. And again, shout out to the loyalists, the 92% and the 78%. Shout out to the 92% and the 78% that is holding it down and keeping everybody on the Democratic plantation. I did not even know that this existed. Obviously, you guys are my source. And so when you sent this into the email and then Rita read it and then she sent it to me, she said, "Anton, did you know that they were singing Negro spirituals on the House floor? That the very ones that is responsible for the budget and the purse strings of the United States of America for how they spend our money, they was over there heckling and singing Negro spirituals after Trump's speech?" Look at the white apologists that was forced to be in there singing Negro spirituals with them. Look at the white apologists. Hey, white people, are y'all ashamed of yourselves yet? White liberals, are you ashamed of yourself for singing Negro spirituals with Al Green and Maxine Waters? I know y'all ancestors is rolling over in your grave right now. You singing Negro spirituals that they used to sing when they was oppressed. Jeez. Look at y'all.
Pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1, the House will stand in recess subject to the call of the chair.
Got it. Okay, guys, here we go now. So
look at him.
Yeah, that passes.
And look at the TV
guys,
anchor.
Here we go now.
Look at the TV anchor. Oh, look at the TV anchor. He had to get a close up of the screen. He said, "Wait a minute, what is going on here?" I did the same thing, big dog.
So
Is Aisha still with us?
Yeah, that passes. Aisha, you're still with us. I was looking at Jamal Bowman about 2 years ago. Was the last member of Congress who
really
was
quickly,
censured. And he was the one who pulled the fire alarm. Go ahead.
I just want to jump in really quickly because what was supposed to happen. So what's happening right now is we're trying to get order in the chamber, because what you're supposed to see next is Speaker Johnson admonish Congressman Green, and that hasn't happened yet. And what Democrats are doing right now is they're disrupting the chamber floor, and they're singing and they're surrounding him in the well, which they're not supposed to do. So I believe Speaker Johnson is trying to get a hold of this. Let's listen in now, because I think this is happening now where he's admonishing him. No, it looks like the House is in recess now. So we're going to try to figure out what just happened there, if they can, if they're going to come back and try to do this. But the censure resolution did pass. They were able to censure him. And yes, you were talking about Jamal Bowman. This is now the fourth Democrat in probably the last 2 years here. I'm going to see if Congressman Scalise, what just happened in there? Were you able to admonish? Were you able to admonish him? Okay, so that was Steve Scalise, and he said that they have censured him, and so it looks like that is it, and they might be done for the day. But fourth Democrat now in the last 2 years to be censured by House Republicans.
So Aisha, you are by the rules required to stand in the well of the House and be issued your condemnation.
Right.
Did that happen, or did we miss it?
I didn't see that happen. I didn't hear that happen. I just started hearing the Democrats singing and sort of like creating a disruption around Congressman Green. So we'll try to find out from one of our producers who was in the chamber. But an interesting note, Bill, here is that at least 9 Democrats voted along with Republicans here to censure Congressman Green. And there were a few others that voted present as well. So that's an interesting takeaway, too. Obviously, there were plenty of some Democrats that felt that what he did just wasn't right.
No.
Aisha, so there's a lot of reporting with Democrats not going on the record, but talking to reporters like you, saying they were mortified about what happened on Tuesday. They felt they had no direction from their leadership, which would be Hakeem Jeffries. They're frustrated. They're embarrassed. They're worried. And at some point, do you think any of them will be willing to go on the record? Because to me, I don't see how they get out of the wilderness until they have somebody willing to say enough.
Well, I would imagine the Democratic leadership was not too happy with what happened Tuesday night. I mean, they were hoping that there wouldn't be any outbursts. I mean, they were advising people, obviously, attend if you want. We'd like everybody to be there. We'd like to show unity in the Democratic conference. We won't force you to come and attend. Several people, obviously, we saw leave in the middle of the president's speech, but I don't believe leadership wanted to see this kind of an outburst, because here's the thing, what happens is that nobody talks about their messaging anymore. Everybody just starts talking about Congressman Green.
And that's exactly what happened. And the people that had actually left, that was planned also. And that came courtesy of Jasmine Crockett and her cohorts. Somebody sent me a video of Jasmine Crockett earlier in her career and how she's now evolved in her language and her accent and all of these things, right? And she was a young, homely woman. She looked like she came straight from the church. She looked like she wasn't doing that great of a job in her legal practice, which could be one of the reasons why she wound up becoming or running for and winning over in liberal Texas and Dallas while she wound up winning a Congress seat, along with the fact that she's a part of the Divine Nine, so that probably played a role too. But she was homely. She had big hair. She was trying to meet expectations, trying to talk proper and all of this. Now she curse every other word. She not like us. She doing memes. They not actually doing anything except for being content creators and all of this stuff. And so she was one of the ones that staged the protests in which they walked out during Trump's speech. And so they just disruptive. And what they don't understand is that all they're doing is making themselves look more foolish. Nobody is taking them seriously. Nobody is actually going to vote for them. They're going to probably lose more seats in these upcoming special elections. And now they just become content creators. I wonder if they get paid from YouTube, because a lot of them all repost the stuff that they do that's stupid. They repost it over to their YouTube videos. Bernie Sanders, Jasmine Crockett. I wonder if they get paid from YouTube. But these people are absolutely a disgrace They are a disgrace to the democratic process. They are a disgrace to Congress. We've never seen something like this happen before in our lives, but this is who they are. This is how they're presenting themselves. And this is what we got to deal with as people in the United States of America, and why we are being embarrassed on a national stage.